Hello everybody, welcome to Longstock. We're staying at the Pete Spade Inn behind us here because it's my 57th birthday today. But rather than doing a 57k run...
And can we all be very grateful for that, everyone?
Yeah,
hugely grateful.
I did a 50k run on my 50th and a 55k run on my 55th, but maybe we'll save that for the 60 episode.
And maybe we'll walk across so that we're in the safety of the whatever, rather than in the middle of that road, Tim, and you don't quite make 58.
So we were rudely interrupted there by the equivalent of a traffic jam in Longstock.
Tim, we weren't rudely interrupted. It was just a gentleman in a car going about his business, along with that little man. Look, he's going about his business delivering mail. He doesn't have to be messing about with you.
So today, instead of doing some 57k runs, I'm going to do some intervals. I found like a downhill one, which I think I might be able to sort of challenge for the segment, and then I'm going to do 2 out and backs basically to Stockbridge, about 1.3 miles each way, sort of flat, a bit undulating, but the first one will be sort of a good leg speed. So Sue's going to wait inside and do some crocheting.
Can I just take this to just show you? This is the bench that Tim offered me. Now, as you can see, it's a little bit damp and it's a little bit cold.
For John Broome, a nice war memorial.
Yeah, there is a lovely war memorial and that's all very lovely, but I said, no, I don't think I'm going to sit on the bench in the cold, darling. You have to have a birthday in a different month for that option. I'm now taking Tim's top. We're in the heart of rural Hampshire. To say that Tim will stick out like a sore thumb is an underestimation. So there we go. So Tim goes off now, and I'm going to sit, as you know is customary, by a window so that Tim can rattle on the window for me. Okay, off you go then, darling. I'm going to go now from the brow of this hill. Bye.
So I found Sue. Sue's been ensconced, as she would say.
No.
Was that your third one or your fourth?
No, it's not. That's harsh, Dr. Grace. It's my first. It's just that I look like a bit of a mad dog bin with me cappuccino and then my sort of tea towel because I'm not sure about the cleanliness.
So what are you making?
Well, I'm sort of practising really. Well, I was practising. I'm making Mum a hot water bottle cover.
You make me feel you organised drunk for Christmas.
Well, I think not really, given the width of that, really.
Oh well, yeah.
So having said that,
you need a bit wider one for you.
Yeah, but I had to have a tea towel because I'm never sure about the cleanliness of the area that I'm working on.
Oh,
so it suits my clinical inclinations. So I have moved seamlessly from a coffee to a ball because I just felt maybe look a bit less like an old bin. Really.
And you've got your Pegasus shoes on.
I'm all ready. I'm all dressed for a run. From the feet, and then my running.
Sue came for a run with me once, and that was enough, wasn't it?
Oh, that was before we were married.
Yeah, I found a load of run as well under your bed.
Well, I was a secret closet runner at the time.
Yeah.
And then when I came out as a runner, I then realised by that stage that wasn't a very good strategy with you and I. And we did a 10k run together, which in fairness I'd already entered first, and then Tim came in about third and had to come back up on the track and the thing to bring me, and I was last. That was the only time
you did a race in Poole Park 5k when you almost beat somebody, didn't you?
I almost beat someone, but I still came last.
You'd be right now because you would be the tail walker in a park run, so you wouldn't be last.
No, I don't want to risk any level of public humiliation in that regard. People say to me, "You didn't inspire to run by being married to Tim." I went, "No, not really. If you met Tim, well, I'll tell you what, you go off and you run with him, and unless your name's Paula, you won't want to run twice." Equally, Tim will say, "No, I don't feel inspired to get on the stage and tread the balls."
Don't require to be knitting, do I? Or crochet?
You don't require to crochet.
Crochet. It's like the equivalent of jogging. It's like a no-no, isn't it? You can't say you're jogging, you're running, even if you're going slow.
No, not at all. Absolutely.
All right then. Right, I'm going to get changed then for my cream tea.
Yes. So happy birthday to Dr. Grace, and much loveliness to all of you, his lovely followers.
I don't know if you can see that in the background. We've got some nice swans there down by the river. We're on the river test here. Stockbridge is about a mile that way. On the next few runs, I'll be heading down straight on past here onto Stockbridge. Looks like I'm holding up a tractor. Or maybe I'm actually going fast. You can do. This is a 4% hill up after all. And there he goes. Okay, the segment starts at that junction there. You also remember Strava segments just to run out of them a bit so you can run back into them. If you hover around by the start finish point, danger is that sort of time can be included and you might end up getting lots slower time than you bargained for and basically wasting the effort. In case you're wondering why I'm doing long intervals, it's kind of my long session in the week. I might do some sort of 1-minute intervals at the end. Matt said to do 3 by a mile, but I thought it was quite a session to actually make the most of where I'm actually at. Get a rare chance to pick up a segment these days if I can. Right, I'll do a couple of strides and I'll get going with this little downhill interval. So I'm kind of hoping that the segment will appear on my 965. I've started it on Strava and I've got a premium account, so then when I sync it, it seemed to be there, but you never quite know with these segments whether they're going to sort of fully work. This was like a dodgy GPS trace. It was created from a segment a long time ago. Anyway, right, enough waffle, let's get on with this then. Okay, we're doing okay. I think we're 30 seconds up. Just the last little bit. And boom. Oh, I do like the downhills. So much easier. People say they do these Revel marathons and then claim big queues. Well, I reckon that was probably worth up to a minute a mile. So, yeah, make of that what you will. So Longstock is very much a village of thatched cottages. Although that's quite a new one. And if we swing around, that one looks rather old. In fact, there's a picture in the pub of a scene from 1909. It's a bit like the railway. They all come out and stand in the street, and then that one is kind of evident. Obviously, it's changed a bit over the years, but yeah. Well, nice setting. Right, so this is going to be the hard bit now. The actual run to Stockbridge is about 1.3 miles, so I'm going to need to make this as a more controlled effort. It's slightly up and down. I think it will start slightly uphill, then it dips a bit. Okay, made it to Stockbridge. I can't see why I'm doing 800 metre training now. 5k training is painful. That felt pretty high. I saw a 6:24 first mile, then it's about 1.3 altogether. So that last little bit, you sort of think, oh, when's this going to end? But I think if anything, that was marginally downhill. But I think we might have the wind slightly helping on the way back. So leaving out, it's the last long one. And then if I've got any energy left, I'll do these 4x1 minutes that Matt says to do. Anyway, it's taking a bit longer recovery. I thought I would do it to change the course record back from here to Longstock, but I think it's my third interval on dead legs. I would need to run substantially faster than the one I've just done, which I think is slightly the faster way as well. I'm only second on that one, long way behind. The guys got it 45 seconds ahead, like a 5:30 pace, so no way I was going to do that. Maybe it was a one-off with a wind behind, but not as a session. And I think I've got my course record anyway, so that's the birthday present, as it were, on the Strava terms. I only go for one these days. The old sort of secret of going out and getting half a dozen, even sometimes I think I got more than 10 once. I think it was long since gone. Well, that was about 10 years ago, when you sometimes literally just have to run a segment to beat it. Anyway, right, let's see if I can run back now. So this is basically where we're going. We're heading towards Longstock. As I said, there's the A30 back to Salisbury, and then the A30 to Sutton Scotland the other way on station there. They've built some houses on it now. So yeah, I've got to start at that junction, back up there. It looks like a uphill start, doesn't it? Which is not nice. And then back this way, if you saw my 55k run, this is on the loop that we did towards the Boot Inn. It's about 2 miles away. And then yeah, there was about a 10k loop for that one. But yeah, I won't be doing that today. I've got to work out a 5 and a 7 theme. Certainly 5k segments. I have to work out what the 7 is. Yeah, come back to you on that one. Right, let's get on with this then. Careful for the crossing. What I need to do now is make sure I'm out of the segment, because there's a segment down Stockbridge High Street that I thought I might only change for. That is about 5:30, and it's probably a bit busy this time of day because you're going to fly down the middle of the road with cars going everywhere. Another thatched cottage here. Matt said to have 2 minutes rest. I've had about 5 minutes, but I'll say I'm working harder. Right. Okay, one done. I'll leave my camera on the fence here so you get a picture of me flying by. Okay, 1 more 1 minute. We'll do it from the top of the river here. Back to the heat spade. Oh, I think Sue was right. Sometimes you think, oh, marathon training's quite easy. All you got to do is run for a long time, never really in total pain like you are there, but at least 7-minute intervals. You start in a minute and you've got less than a minute to go, haven't you? Oh, those mile ones, they were tough. Mentally tough as well. You feel every sort of sinew in the road after a while when you're going at sort of 5k speed. Right, last one then. I realise I've thought of the 57-year-old theme, 5k intervals and 7 of them, although 3 were 5k pace and the last 4 were just sort of all I had. But yeah, 7 intervals, 5k pace, 57 years. Happy birthday to me. I'm off now for afternoon tea and then a curry later. So I hope you find this interesting. Like and subscribe with that, and see you next one then. Bye. So Sue and me are very luminous with our pink shoes on. I've got my Vaporfly 3s and Sue has got a pink Pegasus 40s, what I got for her.
Which are very fabulous and I love them very much. But Tim's going to go off running and I'm going to sit here and crochet and wait patiently.